I can't believe a week is already up. That felt way too short to actually do anything. But I think I've got this left eye moving again. Hi, I'm Gemily, an EndMyopia student using Jake Steiner's EndMyopia method to get back to 20/20 vision and life without glasses. It's all based on science, not magic, and if you would like to know more, I'll pop some links in the description down below. So it has been a week. As I approached filming day, I thought giving myself a week to try some things and report back to you really was not giving myself a lot of time. But anyway, I told you that I would check back in with you in a week to see whether I've managed to make my left eye gain some centimeters. So here I am reporting back to you, not live, from my house. In my previous video, I talked about all the great habits and little tweaks that I was going to change in order to see whether I could make my left eye start moving again. Now, it's probably not a surprise to most people for me to report that I didn't manage to stick to all my plans. We hardly ever do, let's be real. I probably used screens a little bit too much. I don't think my sleep patterns or sleep habits improved at all. They were fine, more or less, before, and they're still fine, more or less, now. I mean, there's room for improvement, but they're not awful. But there are two things that I did really well, and one thing that I did really badly. So I'll tell you first the thing I did really badly, which was the heating. I was hoping to try and have the heating off a bit more often because I'm finding that being in a room with the heating on really dries out the air and really dries out my eyes. I can definitely tell the difference. And twice this week, I have forgotten to turn the heating off before going to bed, which means I've had the heating on all night. The room is really dried out and I've woken up with like super dry eyes. Not great, not great. And not only the dry eyes, but you know that feeling when it's just so hot that it's a bit closed in and you can't breathe properly? Yeah, that. It hasn't been fun. I don't like accidentally leaving the heating on. It's not good. So I thought that would potentially really put my progress back here, doing the worst possible things I could do for my eyes. But on the other hand, there are two things that I've been doing this week really, really well. The first is that I've been going outside every day. Oh my gosh, it's been tricky because some days it's pretty horrible out there. Grey, rainy, windy, yuck. But I've been going out. I've just been out for a walk today along the beach. It's so beautiful. Every time I actually force myself to get all dressed up and warm and go out there and walk, I have the best time. Being outside makes me so happy, even though I often forget that when I'm cozy inside with screens. And something I've done while I've been outside might be a little bit bending the EndMyopia guidelines. And that is, I've taken my glasses off while I've been going for these walks. I've taken my glasses off and just active focus the whole time, you know, as much as you can the whole time. It's not like get everything into focus and then it just stays in focus the whole time. It's just like keeping on bringing things back into focus over and over and over again. And because I'm still around -2-ish, give or take, I'm not able to bring things into perfect clarity with no glasses, except for those random occasional bursts with all the tear film and things, but nothing I can hold. But when I active focus, I can bring things into focus to the point where it is so close to clear that it's really exciting. So I've been able to engage those like feelings of excitement and anticipation, which is really motivating. I find though, if I'm without my glasses for too long, I do get lost in the blur. Like I couldn't go for a whole day not wearing my glasses because your eyes get tired, you get distracted, and you just end up not looking into the blur because that's too blurry, that's too much effort, it kind of hurts. Not in a painful way, more in a headachy way. So going without glasses for the whole day is still not something I think sounds like a great idea, but going without glasses for me, it's been an hour or two, and being intentional about active focusing the whole time, not getting lost here or in my head or like gazing at nothing in some sort of middle distance, but to keep active focusing, keep looking at things, keep trying to see better and better. It seems to really have had an effect. I have to keep thinking in my head over and over, kind of on repeat, so close to clear. Like, I have to keep reminding myself that what I can see is so close to clear, at least relative to what I could see before. And that keeps me motivated and excited and engaged in the process of active focus, so it's not drudgery. I went for a walk, my chap came with me today, and I was explaining some of this to him, and he said, that sounds like so much work what you're doing. But in a way it is, and that's why not everyone bothers. That's why glasses are still going to be some people's favorite option to take care of their vision, or LASIK. But the thing is, it is quite a lot of work, but it's delightful work. It's not drudgery. It's work that yields so much in the way of payback, and not only vision related payback, but also just in life and getting outside, getting back to nature. It makes me feel so happy. So the amount of effort that I put in to step outside, oh, so worth it every time. Every time. So it's like anything worthwhile in life, really. It takes a little bit of effort, but if you never put in effort, then you're gonna spend your whole life sitting in front of a TV or something. I don't know about you, but I want better things for my life than that. The other thing I've been doing along with these glasses-free active focus walks every day is I've been using a heat pack on my eyes. More specifically on my eyelids. This is the same thing I talked about before where I put the hot face washer on my eyes. I've just been using a heat pack so it's a bit less messy and it retains the heat for longer. But anyway, more about that next week. I haven't managed to do this every single day, but a lot more frequently than I was previously doing it. And I do feel that it makes a difference, and I can really tell when I've done it, especially on my left eye, which is the drier eye, also the eye giving me these centimeter plateau-y problems. So let me tell you now about how the centimeters are actually looking. Welcome to my lovely standing desk, also known as an ironing board, and this is my logbook. So let's have a little look where we were. My highest results ever, here they were, for my eyes, for both of them in fact, the 23rd of July. I had 52 centimeters for my right eye, which is a -2 for diopters, and I had, oh, I don't have my glasses on, 48 centimeters for my left eye, which is also a -2. Hooray! So since then, I showed you briefly last week, but it was very quick. My right eye's been doing quite well. 53.5, 52.5, 47, what a bad day. 52, 45, whoa! And then 53, 53, 52, 52.5. So my right eye is sitting stable, not a plateau though, because I can see better than 20/20 in my glasses. So I feel like just better pair of glasses, well, a weaker pair of glasses, and it'll keep moving nicely along. My left eye, on the other hand, back here on the 1st of July is when I changed to my N5s, my 5th pair of normalized glasses, which were -1.75 correction for each eye. From there I went from 44 to 47, 43, 49, 46, 44, so it was kind of moving about, nice large amounts of fluctuation, as is quite normal depending on the circumstances. So this fluctuation looks good, I'm happy with that. I find the fluctuation kind of up and down, but over time the lows get higher and the highs get higher, so yeah, you get the point. So I got up to 48 on the 23rd of July, but then 46.5, that's okay, just a little fluctuation. 42, 40.5, 43, 43, 42, 44. So wasn't great, was sitting around the 42, 43 area when it had been pushing up more towards 46, 47 and 48 before, and now I was not seeing those numbers at all for a whole month. That's too long for the zigzaggy of the line to not reach any of those peaks. So the 24th of August is when I started doing this last week, trying to take a bit better care after the 42, 40, 43, 43. So I was still measuring at 42 and I went on my outdoor glasses free active focus walk and I got 44. It's a little bit better. I went on a 3.5 hour walk, again, no glasses. Slept with the heating on, alas, and I got 44 again. This is good. I haven't seen 44 in a month. Then, this is today, I went for probably a half-hour walk, not a long walk, outside without glasses again. But also accidentally slept with the heater on. Ugh. And I got 45 centimeters. This is looking better. The centimeters, they're just nudging along. And after I used the heat pack on my eyes, my right eye didn't change much, but my left eye did a lot. And we're getting back to those beautiful numbers that I was seeing previously with the 48 here and the 47 over here. So 49 is my new record for my left eye. So every time I hit a new number that I haven't seen before, I highlight it in green. So here we have 43.5. Previously the record was 42. So I'm gonna, sorry, I just punched the tripod. Such a violent person. Alright, 43.5 is my record there for my right eye. And then over here, 49, new record. Let's highlight that. Woo-hoo. So, as I said, I wasn't perfect this week, but I've seen movement. Even if it's still fluctuating, I'm happy with fluctuating centimeters as long as they keep hitting those high notes. So I think getting back out into the sun, into the fresh air, active focus, the heat pack for my dry eye, and also a bit of time without glasses for me. I would not recommend this for everyone. Like, my myopia is now -2, creeping towards -1.75 sometimes. Judging on the centimeters, I mean, judging on my lens correction, when I'm wearing a -1.75 on my right eye, I can see to infinity crisply, like. So I don't know. My centimeter measurements imply that my right eye is at a -2. My Snellen measurements and life experience tells me that a -1.75 correction is maximum correction. Any higher than that is overcorrection. So a little bit of room for error there, but it's definitely in that little zone. I think the reason why for me this bit of glasses free time is so beneficial is, one, because my myopia is not particularly high, so I can bring things almost into focus. Almost, I'm so close. But also, when I'm not wearing glasses, it means my right eye has blur again. When I'm wearing my -1.75s, my right eye has no blur at all, and it's just the left eye working on quite a bit of blur, which is why I've been wearing 1.75 in my right eye and 2 in my left eye. Both negative numbers, which I did not say, but I'm sure you could infer. You infer, I imply. Yes. I'm sure you could infer that. But I think getting a bit of blur in my right eye is really helping. I also just want to give a quick shout out to a few people who commented on my previous video who also flagged for me that, yeah, the lack of blur in my right eye was probably contributing to the issue, and that's Irene, Trira, and also Spirit Touch Records, who gave me tons of ideas about how I could introduce a bit of blur into my right eye. Thanks so much for the recommendation, Spirit Touch Records. Pretty much, I'm feeling really encouraged. I think it's helping. Going outside is the best, and introducing a bit of blur to my right eye is great as well. As is taking care of my dry eyes. There you go. There's the summary. Okay, that's it from me today. I'll be making a video about dry eyes and how they affect the EndMyopia journey next week. So if you're interested in that, do make sure you subscribe. And for everyone else, well, like, comment, and subscribe. Hey. Okay, so I will see you next week because I post every single Thursday, or maybe really, really early on Friday. Hi, yes, I'm gonna start filming in a second. Yes, I am. How is the lighting? Is it good? I think it might be okay. Camera, hello. Left eye's going well. It's going well, really. Too hot. Oh, that's not good. Itchy nose. I'm gonna quote Jake here. Don't go monkeying around with lenses unless you know what you're doing. I think I know what I'm doing more or less by now. Time will tell. I just hit 800 subscribers! Thank you! That's so lovely! Aww. Well, we're speaking of it. Do subscribe if you're not already. Look, it means so much to me. I see the numbers and I'm like, yay! So if you would mind subscribing, if that would be, you know, something you're interested in, go ahead and do that. Make my day.